Hello guys, to my fellow students. For today's video, we will discuss about the Environmental Education Module 11. So first, our objectives of environmental education are awareness and sensitivity to the environment and environmental challenges, knowledge and understanding of the environment and environmental challenges, attitudes of concern for the environment and motivation to improve or maintain environmental quality, skills to identify and help resolve environmental challenges. Lastly, participation in activities that lead to the resolution of environmental challenges. So, we will start about the education on environmental management. It is important because community development efforts will not be complete without any attempt on it. And the people in the community must be taught how to manage their environment so that the community will be a better place to live in. The aim in environmental education is to mold an environmentally literate and responsible citizenry. Next, environmental education is a process of teaching, learning, and helping people to acquire understanding, skills, and values that make them active and informed citizens for the development and maintenance of the ecological, sustainable, and socially just society. So, class, about this environmental education, we can learn how to be a responsible Filipino citizen or how to care our environment. So next, we will proceed to the types of resources. We have two types of resources, renewable resources, and three types of resources: renewable resources, potentially renewable resources, and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those who are essentially inexhaustible, such as the sun, wind, waves, tides, and managed forest. Potentially renewable resources are those resources that can last indefinitely without reducing the available supply because this is displaced more rapidly through natural processes that are non-renewable resources. Lastly, non-renewable resources are referred to as exhaustible resources. Then, its problems and causes. Certain problems were noted in connection with depletion of resources. Possible climate change from global warming, possible climate change from acid rain, depletion of stratosphere zone, urban air pollution, non-reliance on pollution precaution, exponentially growing depletion of non-renewable minerals, depletion and contamination of groundwater, water, or etc. Then next, the 9 root causes of K environmental problems. Poverty, overpopulation, overconsumption of resources, especially by the affluent, resource waste, loss of biodiversity through oversimplification of Earth's life support system, widespread use of environmentally damaging fossil fuels, especially oil and coal, man's urge to dominate and control nature for own use, failure to encourage earth-sustaining forms of economic growth, failure to have market prices represent the overall environmental cost of an economic goods of service. Then, environmental degradation. Pollution refers to any undesirable change in the physical, chemical, or biological characteristics of air, water, soil, or force that threatens the health, survival capability, or activities of human and other living organisms. A pollutant refers to any impurity or contaminant which may be a solid, liquid, or gas used by products or wastes produced when a resource is extracted, processed, or used. Then, next, we will proceed to two types of pollution sources: the point sources and the non-point sources class. So, first, point sources refer to a single identifiable sources such as the smoke stack of a power plant, the drain pipe of meat packing plant, or the exhaust pipe of an automobile. Then, next, non-point sources refer to a dispersed and often too hard to identify sources. Then, the types of pollutants. Air pollution refers to the undesirable changes in the physical and chemical characteristics of the air. The sources of modern air pollutants are familiar. A leading source is the internal combustion. And next, the water pollution. This is a change in water quality which causes an adverse effect in the beneficial use of water. It occurs when water contains more harmful bacteria and poisonous chemicals than it can naturally get rid of. So, ito yung water na yung maraming basura or marumi talaga siya. So, kaya tinatawag siya na water pollution. Then iba din yung air pollution, yung sa ating environment, yung mga usok no na galing sa motor or sa mga iba pa na mga nanggagaling na yung mga air pollution. Then next, land soil refers to the change in soil composition and properties which in turn causes unfavorable effects on the quality and quantity of the living organism that it supports. Then, here are some other forms of disposal. Open dumping. Solid waste is compacted and dumped on a dump site. Open dumps are discouraged or illegal in any urban areas. Then next, sanitary landfill. Solid waste is compacted and buried in huge open pits. Incineration. Solid waste can be incinerated. A variety of types of incinerators exist, including cement kilns, boilers or furnaces, and commercial incinerations. Then lastly, the ocean dumping. When near to the ocean, solid waste can be also collected, loaded into barges, and taken to offshore dump sites. So, ito yung ocean dumping na makikita natin sa gilid ng dagat na maraming basura. So, minsan, kaya kinukuha ito yung mga basura, no? Makikita naman natin talaga na sa dagat marami talagang mga basura na na-stuck. Then, next, we will proceed. The 4 R's of waste management are reduce, reuse, recycle, and repair. So, in Republic Act number 9003 or the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, law which primarily governs waste management in the Philippines. One of its declared policies is to ensure the proper segregation, collection, transport, storage, treatment, and disposal of solid waste through the formulation and adoption of the best environmental practice in ecological waste management, excluding incineration. Then, causes of solid waste are domestic, industrial, agricultural, commercial, and